Welcome to Market Analysis channel. Today I'll be doing analysis on Aptos. When you look at the chart, Aptos hasn't changed much from our previous analysis, but it's now showing additional confirmation that confirm that the correction has bottomed and a rally has just begun. When you look at this chart very closely, there are some important levels which I want you to note. One is that when price is dropping, there is a way you connect volume to it, which will let you know if that drop is a standard or it's going to end in no time. And when price is rallying, there is a way you connect volume to it, which will let you know if that rally will continue or the rally is about to stop. Let me now dive into this analysis and explain all these things for you in detail, and you will see how it's affecting or supporting your position, which will help you on how long to hold your coin or how soon you can sell. My analysis will be starting from point 3. When you look at point 3, that was our last resistance zone that Aptos made before it finally break through the moving averages, and it's now come down hard to our support zone towards the bottom of the chart. But something is happening along here. As the price traded below the moving averages and it's heading towards the support zone, when you check the chart at the bottom, most of the volumes are below the average volumes, and the ones above the average volumes are in red. That is telling us that sellers have more power on that downward correction and they are pushing the price downward. And that's exactly what happened, which is a very good indication that the sellers are in charge of this correction. But the story changed when the price dropped to this particular bar. This bar created the new support zone. How? When you look at this particular bar, it's a very important move. It shows that the buyers come in, they push the price towards the top of the bar and they close it around the peak. For the price to close around the peak of its bar is telling us that the strength is there and the buyers are not losing ground. They are not willing to give any chance for the sellers. Also, when you look underneath the chart, look at the volume. The volume is above average volume. What this volume is telling us is that buyers come in and push the price upward, and that shows the confirmation for more orders coming from the buyer side. Now, we will have to move to the next phase. After this bar, the price started ranging in sideways. As the price continued to trade in sideways, I want you to look at the volume underneath the chart very well. The volume too were well below the average volume, and this is telling us that the downward pressure has stopped, because when the price was dropping earlier, the sellers were having their volume above the average volume, and now the sellers volume are very low below the average volume. This means that the sellers has been exhausted, and when the sellers has been exhausted, if it is only the buyer that are left, we all know what will happen. Rally will begin. As the sellers got exhausted, I'd like to tell you this. If this analysis really helps you, or you want more beautiful analysis like this on your favorite cryptocurrency, I would like you to subscribe to the channel and click the bell button anytime I uploaded a nice analysis on your favorite currency. Let me continue with the lesson. So as the volume was underneath the average volume, then it's telling us that the sellers has dried up, and our focus now is to check what will happen if the buyer started coming to the table. So from this bar, we had few rally for about 4 sections, and the price was now closing around the 21-day exponential moving average. It has bounced off from the support zone. It's no more coming back to it. And what we are hoping now is the price to continue its rally, which will take it up to this level at our point 3. And once it finally breaks through it, the uptrend will resume. That's the number one area I want you to observe. Now, let me get into the second one. When you look at this chart from the left side, you can see the market bottom, and it had a rally of about 584% increase from the market bottom to point 1. That's the first leg move of the rally, but the seller fought back a little bit and pushed the price to the 2.2. The buyers rally it up a bit, and the sellers and buyers drag it in between point 3 before it finally now dropped down to the support zone, which we are at the moment. And as things are going now, once price finally rise above the support zone, it will head towards the uptrend resume. If it now heads towards the uptrend resume, we'll add more to our position, and we will also trade it along till it reach point 1. If it finally now break through point 1, our focus now will now be the target zone. Don't forget, our target point is also measured with the same length of point, the market bottom to point 1. That's around 584% increase is what we projected from the peak of point 1 upward. So that's the minimum percentage it's going to move once it finally break above point 1, which will now be our target for Aptos, and the price is 142.00. So that's how we calculate our target. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel for your favorite analysis on cryptocurrencies, and click the bell button so you can always receive updates. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. I'll see you in the next analysis.